Do you ever start a project and it ends up taking way longer, ends up being way harder? Yeah, rafters.
We are a year into our self-build. Everything's been going fairly smoothly, slow and steady with a few bumps. At least things were going pretty smooth until everything went into slow motion. Because getting these rafters ready has been way harder than we thought it was going to be.
Ryan breaks it down.
These are rafters. These carry and distribute the load of the roof down to the walls holding the roof up. The rafters usually leaning right against each other, distributing the weight up here, transferring all the load down to the walls right here. So that weight is coming down onto the walls, but it's also pushing outward onto the walls. So if we built our houses like this is what would happen over time, and you see this a lot. Your roof would literally start to sag a little bit, pressing on those walls over time. So what we've done in our house is not only do we have sheathed floor joists for our second floor acting as that bottom cord, we are also adding a collar tie for additional support, or belt suspenders. Should be for a very strong roof. So it is faster to use pre-made trusses, but there's no space. And they cost money, obviously. We started with our 4 gable walls, and then we framed out the ridge board, and we started the rafters, and we did the valley rafters and the collar ties. The straight rafters were fine. They weren't too bad for us, but doing the valley rafters was the hardest part, making sure everything was perfect and everything was straight. The hardest thing was that they were just so big. We're talking 2x12s, 2x10s, 2x8s that were 24 feet long, that we had to compound miter, haul it up a ladder 15 feet up in the air, nail it, and that was just one. And we had upwards of 100 of these to do. No valleys next time. Killing me.
So now, of course, the question is, are these rafters going to stop us? Are they going to slow us down on our self-build? Can we figure out these complex valleys and get it all ready to get a roof on? Or are we going to have to just give in and hire contractors to finish it out? Well, the good news is we are almost done with this rafter process. We have just a few odds and ends to finish up, and then we'll be ready to put our sheathing on. Like any project throughout our build, there have been tons of struggles and then big wins, struggles and then big wins. And this rafter process has been no exception, but it has probably been one of our most difficult stages yet. This stage was really, really difficult, not only physically, but especially mentally. More so on Ryan's part, because I don't touch the math. That keeps everything safe. But there were a lot of really, really important details that he had to figure out, so we had to take our time and make sure that it was done correctly. We got this really difficult stage done, on to the next. But hey, at least sheathing will be way cheaper than the lumber for rafters, right? Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. You can follow along by subscribing, and also you can check us out on Instagram and our Teespring store.